Okay, hi everyone. So today, me and my friend SB747 right here, we're playing some doubles bedwars, and he's gonna be giving gamesense tips, and I'm gonna be giving a few PvP tips. Now, keep in mind, I'm not a professional PvPer, so everything I say is just stuff that I personally use.
And then for me, I'm terrible at PvP, and I'm decent at gamesense just because I've PvP'd enough people. Solo Bedwars people, and they've said that I wanted to start talking about mods and stuff. So you're trying to process everything in your mind so you have an advantage over your opponent, and I suggest downloading something like Lunar Client or Badline Client, because instead of having to go and search for all these mods that I talk about, you can just go and enable them. So the first mod I wanted...
Clicking right shift. You gotta clarify, some people don't know. Like newer players.
Okay, so you click right shift to enable the mod menu. Anyway, so the first mod I want to talk about is the Hypixel Bedwars mod. You should have this on. You do not need the side thing here that I'm showing. It's just because I'm doing that just because I want to know that I'm having a positive FKDR instead of a negative FKDR, so it helps me a lot in that way. But you don't need it if you're just going for straight game sense. The second mod I would like to talk about is the armor mod, and that mod is so that you don't have to check your inventory. And then you want the resources and height limit mod enabled, because those are very good for... Oh, I'm like this close to the build limit. Good. That means that why am I stuttering here? Because I'm trying to play Bedwars commentary. The height limit. Oh, I'm this close to the height limit. That makes it a lot easier when building up. The resource one is so you don't have to check your inventory every time that you want to make sure that you have a certain item in your inventory, and that is really good because the say you need iron armor and it's a very sweaty game. As back to what I was saying, so you also, I will link Intel Edit's scoreboard utilization videos, so you can talk about he'll talk about the Bedwars scoreboard. But this is what I called the big three. It is scoreboard utilization, chat utilization, and tab utilization. Let me explain what tab utilization is. So you see someone in a Bedwars game, there's the damage ticks, there's their health that shows in tab, and you can tell if somebody's PvPing by there's at least one trade in hit. And then if you aren't sure, like there's 4 people PvPing and you aren't sure which one's PvPing which, you use the Bedwars scoreboard and see which one is the most likely to be PvPing, and you can make a good assumption out of that. Also, you can use the chat because you can see, oh, this person killed this person. Okay, so that means that if I'm not careful, this guy is good, he has this many beds, and also you can see if your teammate dies and all that good stuff. Anyway, the next thing I want is FOV Quake Pro. The reason I say FOV Quake Pro, and a lot of people, like my brother, dislike this FOV just because... I stole that. Okay, you stole that. GG. Anyway, the reason I like FOV Quake Pro is because I used to be in a speedrunning community, so I used to use 80 FOV. So along the edges, you would learn along the edges, like around this edge and this edge, you can see more out of the corner of your eye than you could possibly see just looking straight. And that is just probably why I use FOV Quake Pro during Bedwars, and it makes you a lot more decent at the game. And you can see a lot more. Oh, I'm getting rushed from the corner. I mean, if you had a 360 screen, that'd be really good, but you don't, so. Okay, the second mod I want to talk about, or the second main thing that I want to talk about, is using Optifine Zoom. Optifine Zoom is this, and binding it to a good keybind. That is really good, because that way you can... Oh, that guy has a wood bed defense. See, you can't really see it from here, but if you just zoom in, you can see it like instantly. And it's like, oh, he has a wood bed defense. Okay, that's good for me because I know that I have to buy axe and a set of shears. Okay, what if it's late game? What if you're late game and you're like, oh, this is getting kind of slow, or you've lost your bed and you're trying to win. So if you are like that, what you will want to do is try to get this guy out of the game first. Okay, so late game, what you want to do is know what to use your diamonds for. So if you know, emeralds for. So if you know, like, oh, what do I buy my diamonds? What do I use my emeralds for? Like, there's so many different things you can use your emeralds for. Anyway, what I was saying was that you want to have decent knowledge on like what to buy with your emeralds and stuff. I'm not good at PvP, that's the only reason I lose. No, just kidding. There's a lot of things like I'm not paying attention to, oh, I should have bought this or I should have bought that. I don't mind losing just because it doesn't hurt my ego, just because the fact that I know I'm already bad. And yes, I know you guys are like, oh, but what about the content? What about the content? Okay, let me explain why I just put in even clips of me losing. It's because that way it's like, it's fine if I don't lose, if I don't win. I'm fine with that. If I win, that is epic. But right now I have a positive FKDR, and so I'm not too worried about losing because I've already got one final. That's pretty much it for the mods. Make sure to use Optifine, because with Optifine you want to be able to zoom, and it also boosts your FPS. So you got 2 pluses. And what I was talking about for emeralds, so if you say a decent high PvP, you see a decent high level, what you want to do is get diamond armor, because you aren't sure if you're going to be able to PvP that guy. You want to be able to and I died. I'm an idiot. That is what you call do not do. I would definitely go with diamond armor if you are not confident in your PvP ability like myself. Everything I try to do, I upgrade my armor. Especially on Hypixel, where you don't know if you're going to get ping or something. But yeah, always upgrade your armor if you aren't good at PvP. I would go diamond sword after I get diamond armor. The reason being is you don't have much use for diamonds. Okay, let's say potion usage. I would always go with 2 invises if you can get 4 emeralds. Or always get more invises than you need, because the thing is, you can invis the whole time and nobody will know where you are unless they have tracker or they can see your footprints, which is unlikely, but it is still very possible. Or they see your particles. And is GamerBoy80 in this? Are you GamerBoy80? Question mark. The reason that I like to use these mods that I've just talked about and have good game sense is you can win. You just wait till your opponent does the wrong move. Like, that's pretty much it. I would say map selector, you want a big map. Like a really big map. Like this map or Acropolis. Acropolis would be better because you could get diamonds really, really fast. Yeah, Acropolis is a really nice map. I would definitely go Acropolis if I could, but okay, I got one. Okay, that's GG. But like I was saying, you do need map selector, because what you want is Acropolis or Babylon. Or you can just keep requeuing / leaving / rejoining, because the thing is, you don't really care as long as it's a map that you have good game sense on. Like on Acropolis, I can win pretty much. I could get a really high win streak off it, just because I can get a really high win streak just because the way that Acropolis is set up. If you've ever seen that map, if you've seen Acropolis, it's a huge map. The mid is huge, everything is pretty much huge, and the reason I like huge maps is because there's very little likeliness you'll get rushed, and if you do get rushed, that's fine, rip your bed, but you can still do a decent, you can still do really good. GG. And do not jump into void if like that. Yeah. Do not jump into void if that's happening or something like that. Do not take 2v1s, which I'm going to do right now because just because I don't really think they're too good. Maybe come to the edge, come to the edge, come to the edge, come to the edge. Come. Okay, well, I did get one final kill. That's what matters most, is one final kill. Sorry, queuing two same maps in the same game. This same video. This isn't too good, but anyway, use F3B. Let me explain. F3B is hitboxes. So if you don't have like a color crosshair, you see this, and then also if they go behind something, you will see them, especially see the blue line. It sticks out past the block. It works in vanilla Minecraft, everything. So yeah, definitely use F3B a lot. It's called hitboxes. I think that's pretty much it for my commentary. So I just block trapped myself. Guys, that clip is going into the video in slow motion.
One thing I will say is PvP is not something you pick up in a day. You can't just watch a few tutorials and instantly be good at it.
Yeah.
That's not how anything really works. Except maybe drag clicking if you have the proper mouse and stuff.
Okay, I got one guy into the void. That's fine.
Say I can drag click.
Yeah.
Or watch a video and then be able to drag click.
Yeah. Like it took me 5 weeks to learn to drag click. Just to learn to drag click. Yeah. It took me 12 weeks to master god bridging to where I can actually god bridge quite consistently. But it does take a lot of time. GameSense, guys, I will state this, GameSense comes over time. It doesn't come overnight. If you play on cracked servers against hackers, your GameSense will come faster than if you just play in normal games, because in cracked servers you are forced to learn GameSense because it's hackers and you can't, there's no way that you can win unless you outmaneuver them some way, and they're going to obviously out PvP you. So there's really yeah,
that's why there's a few cracked servers like Blocks MC that you can practice on. Like they have all the Hypixel Bedwars maps.
Yeah, they're just Hypixel but copycat.
Yeah, for cracked players. And
also, there's this new server coming to about. They have a very good anti-cheat. It's for cracks, and it's called Cracked Pixel. It is exact Hypixel. Literally, it is exactly Hypixel, just a lot more interesting. Believe me. Okay, green bed's gone. GG. It's possible for me to win. I'm just going to leave because I don't want to get killed.
Dude, you're so smart. Like, your game sense is actually way better than mine. To be honest.
Oh, it's a 1v1. Okay, it's a 1v1.
I'll tell you where they are.
Okay.
I just spectated you. Okay. They're at their base. So, you could go in. They're in chainmail and they're on 5. They're level 2.
I have an invis. I have one more invis. This is possible to pull off.
I'd say invising would be kind of cheap, though, because they have, like, no diamond upgrades.
I wouldn't care, but I don't want to get fireballed, and okay.
They're right there.
I'm going to invis in front of him.
That's smart.
Oh, it's so squishy. Not squishy.
He doesn't know where you are. Just sneak up behind him and hit him off.
GG! Oh, well played. Wait, we just had an epic game, so anyway, I'm going to end it here. And I hope you guys subscribe, leave a like, hit the notification bell, and I hope to see you guys next time.